Hare Krishna, everybody. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, Pranam Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji,
Dandavat
Hare
Pranam
Krishna
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Pranam Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji,
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Krishna
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna Prabhuji.
Okay, chalo. Let us. Bhajas bhajaniyang hrim.
Bhajasva bhajaniyang krim.
Bhajas bhajaniyang hrim.
Bhajasva bhajaniyang krim.
Abhavaya bhavachidam.
Abhavaya bhavachidam.
Yuktam virahitam shaktya.
Tam shakya.
Gunamayatma mayaya.
Gunamayatma mayaya.
Bhajasva bhajaniyang hrim.
Bhajasva bhajaniyang krim.
Abhavaya bhavachidam.
Abhavaya bhavachidam.
Yuktam virahitam shaktya.
Yuktam virahitam shaktya.
Gunamayatma mayaya.
Gunamayatma mayaya.
Bhajasva bhajaniyang hrim.
Bhajasva bhajaniyang krim.
Bhavaya bhavachidam.
Abhavaya bhavachidam.
Yuktam virahitam shaktya.
Yuktam virahitam shakya.
Gunamayatma mayaya.
Gunmayatma mayaya.
Bhajasva, engage in devotional service. Bhajaniya, worthy to be worshipped. Angrim, unto him whose lotus feet. Abhavaya, for deliverance from material existence. Bhavachidam, who cuts not a material entanglement. Yuktam, attached. Virahitam, aloof. Shaktya, to his potency. Gunamaya, consisting of the modes of material nature. Atmayaya, by his inconceivable potency. Engage yourself fully, therefore, in devotion service of the Lord, for only He can deliver us from this entanglement of material existence. Although the Lord is attached to His material potency, He is aloof from our activities. Everything in the material world is happening by the inconceivable potency of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Engage yourself fully, therefore, in the devotion service of the Lord, for only He can deliver us from this entanglement of material existence. Although the Lord is attached to His material potency, He is aloof from our activities. Everything in this material world is happening by the inconceivable potency of the Supreme Personality of God. Yes, Supriti Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Purport by Srivangre, Sesi Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Prabhupada ki jai. In continuation of the previous verse, it is specifically mentioned here that Dhruva Maharaj should engage himself in devotional service. Devotional service cannot be rendered to the impersonal Brahman feature of the Supreme Personality of Godhead whenever the word bhajasva appears, meaning engage yourself in devotional service. There must be the servant, service, and the served. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is served, and the mode of activities to please Him is called service, and one who renders such service is called the servant. Another significant feature in this verse is that only the Lord and no one else is to be served. That is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita, Mam Ekam Sharanam Praja. There is no need to serve the demigods who are just like the hands and legs of the Supreme Lord. When the Supreme Lord is served, the hands and legs of the Supreme Lord are automatically served. There is no need of separate service. As stated in Bhagavad Gita 12.7, Tesham aham samudharta mrityu samsara sagarat. This means that the Lord, in order to show specific favor to the devotee, directs the devotee from within in such a way that ultimately he is delivered from the entanglement of material existence. No one but the Supreme Lord can help the living entity be delivered from the entanglement of this material world. The material energy is a manifestation of one of the Supreme Personality of Godhead's varieties of potencies. Parasya Shakti Vividhaiva Shruyate. This material energy is one of the Lord's potencies as much as heat and light are potencies of fire. The material energy is not different from the Supreme Godhead, but at the same time, he has nothing to do with the material energy. The living entity who is of the marginal energy is entrapped by the material energy on the basis of his desire to lord it over the material world. The Lord is aloof from this, but when the same living entity engages himself in the devotional service of the Lord, then he becomes attached to this service. This situation is called yuktam. For devotees, the Lord is present even in the material energy. This is the inconceivable potency of the Lord. Material energy acts in the three modes of material qualities which produce the action and reaction of material existence. Those who are not devotees become involved in such activities, whereas devotees who are dovetailed with the Supreme Personality of Godhead are freed from such action and reaction of the material energy. The Lord is therefore described herewith as Bhavachiddham, one who can deliverance from the entanglement of material existence. Hare Krishna.
My dear Dhruva Maharaj, son of Maharaj Uttanapada, we have heard that you are constantly engaged in transcendent loving service to Supreme Personality. God is known for his lotus navel. You are therefore worthy to take all benedictions from us. Please therefore ask without hesitation whatever benediction you want from me.
Purport. Dhruva Maharaj, the son of King Uttanapada, was already known throughout the universe as a great devotee of the Lord, constantly thinking of his lotus feet. Such a pure, uncontaminated devotee of the Lord is worthy to have all the benedictions that can be offered by the demigods. He does not have to worship the demigods separately for such benedictions. Kuvera is the treasurer of demigods and he is personally offering whatever benediction Dhruva Maharaj would like to have from him. Srila Bilva Mangala Thakura stated, therefore, that for persons who engage in the devotional service of the Lord, all material benedictions wait like maid servants. Mukti Devi is just waiting at the door of the devotee to offer liberation, or more than that, at any time. To be a devotee is therefore an exalted position. Simply by rendering a transcendental loving service unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one can have all the benedictions of the world without separate endeavor. Lord Kuvera said to Dhruva Maharaj that he had heard that Dhruva was always in samadhi or thinking of the lotus feet of the Lord. In other words, he knew that for Dhruva Maharaj there was nothing desirable within the three material worlds. He knew that Dhruva would ask for nothing but to remember the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord constantly.
The great sage Maitreya continued, my dear Vidura, when asked to accept a benediction from Kuvera, the Yaksha Raja, the king of Yaksha, Dhruva Maharaj, the most elevated pure devotee was an intelligent and thoughtful king, begged that he might have unflinching faith in and remembrance of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And thus a person can cross over the ocean regions very easily, although it is very difficult for the others to cross.
Purport. According to the opinion of expert followers of Vedic rites, there are different types of benedictions in terms of religiosity, economic development, sense gratification, and liberation. These four principles are known as Chaturvargas. Of the Chaturvargas, the benediction of liberation is considered to be the highest in this material world. To be enabled to cross over material nations is known as the highest Purushartha or benediction for the human being. But Dhruva Maharaj wanted a benediction which surpasses even the highest Purushartha, liberation. He wanted the benediction that he might constantly remember the lotus feet of the Lord. This stage of life is called Panchama Purushartha. When a devotee comes to the platform of Panchama Purushartha, simply engaging in devotional service to the Lord, the fourth Purushartha, liberation, becomes very insignificant in his eyes. Srila Prabodhananda Saraswati has stated in this connection that for a devotee, liberation is a hellish condition of life. As for sense gratification, which is available in the heavenly planets, the devotee considers it to be a will-o'-the-wisp, having no value in life. Yogis endeavor to control the senses, but for a devotee, controlling the senses is no difficulty at all. The senses are compared to serpents, but for a devotee, the serpent's poison teeth are broken. Thus, Srila Prabodhananda Saraswati has analyzed all kinds of benedictions available in the world, and he has clearly declared that for a pure devotee, they are all of no use, no significance. Dhruva Maharaj was also a Mahabhagavata, or a first-class pure devotee, and his intelligence was a very great. Mahamatihi. Unless one is very intelligent, one cannot take to devotional service or Krishna consciousness. Naturally, anyone who is a first-class devotee must be a first-class intelligent person and therefore not interested in any kind of benediction within this material world. Dhruva Maharaj was offered a benediction by the king of kings, Kuvera, the treasurer of the demigods, whose only business is to supply immense riches to persons within this materialistic world, is described as kings of kings because unless one is blessed by Kuvera, one cannot become a king. The king of kings personally offered Dhruva Maharaj any amount of riches, but he declined to accept them. Therefore, he is described here as Mahamatihi, very thoughtful or highly intellectual. Hare Krishna.
Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisheshaya Shunyavadi Pashata Deshatarine Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Maitreya Uvacha Sarajarajen Varaya Chodito Sarajarajen Varaya Chodito Dhruvo Mahabhagavato Mahamatihi Harau Savavre Achalatam Smritim Yaya Tarati Ayatnena Duratyayam Tamaha. The great sage Maitreya continued, my dear Vidura, when thus asked to accept a benediction from Kuvera to the Yakshara, the king of the Yakshas, Dhruva Maharaj, the most elevated pure devotee, who was an insignificant and thoughtful king, begged that he might have unflinching faith and remembrance of the Supreme Personality Godhead. For thus a person can cross the ocean on his sins very easily, although it is very difficult for others to cross. So Mahamatihi, very beautiful word, Mahamati, very intelligent. It's amazing. The standard of Bhagavatam is, Prabhupada says, a postgraduate religion for the world. I think people cannot even, if you tell a common man what Dhruva Maharaj asked Kuvera, first thing, if he is an atheist, he will not even understand what we are telling. So 50% are out. Then those who have some faith in the Shastra, they will say he must be crazy or something. What is he asking? Constant remembrance of the lotus feet of the Lord. So what do we ask Srila Prabhupada? Okay, so our primary business is this, constant remembrance of the Lord. And because it is difficult to constantly remember the Lord, why it is difficult to remember constantly the Lord? Because of it is difficult to constantly remember the Lord because the very nature in Kali Yuga. So constant chanting of the name of the Lord is what is recommended. Okay. Bhagavad Gita also has the word manamana, and Prabhupada says manamana means constantly chant. We have no capacity at this moment to think. Mind is so polluted. At the advanced stage, yes, but at this stage, the mind is so disturbed. Keep chanting, incessantly keep chanting. So that is constant remembrance. When we're chanting the name of the Lord, we are forced to think about the Lord. That is what the situation is in Kali Yuga. But then, what is the objective? Objective is to make Krishna happy. Sometimes when we do service, we forget the objective. The service is done more like exercise. We are cleaning pots, we are offering puja to the Lord. But the very objective that I have to make the Lord happy is very advanced. Once Srila Prabhupada went to a temple and he asked the pujari, are the deities happy? And he was like looking in the sky because he's just doing, but the very objective. Servant means, what is the objective of a servant in a day? To make the master happy. Correct? There's nothing else, it's an objective. So, do we have that objective? Mahamatihi. Mahamati means to make the Lord happy. That's very amazing. Actually, Krishna consciousness is very simple. It's just like a nose in the front, which you do not see. Now, Dhruva Maharaj has made a mistake once. He does not make the mistake second time. First time when he met the Lord, even though he did not ask for any material benediction, but the very reason he did sadhana was for that. And when he got material benediction from the Lord, he felt a little sad. Chah, why did I desire all this thing? I went to the Lord. Why was there so much anger in my heart? Why was there so much envy in my heart? So also we should understand, we are doing devotional service. We may not ask officially the Lord. But if you are maintaining material desires, that will be gifted to you. And it may look like great blessing, but it may be a disaster for us. Okay? We are offering by... Actually, we are not qualified. We are not even devotees. But somehow, we don't know why, we have a great faith in Srila Prabhupada. Somehow. And now we are chanting the holy name of the Lord. We are worshipping the Lord. It's $1 billion currency. It's not you're getting 1 or 2 rupees, you're getting $1 billion of currency. You can purchase anything with that. And therefore, if we are maintaining, like Dhruva Maharaj, when he went to the Lord, he did not ask. So we also don't ask, my Radha Govinda, I want a beautiful girl. Radha Govinda, I want a huge house. We don't ask, I want a beautiful car. But if that desire is there, sustained in the heart, it actually will be a disaster one day. Because, like Kuvera, see, you say officially to Krishna, I just want to come to Goloka, not even Vaikuntha, Goloka. If somebody asks, what do you want? What we say that? I'll come to Goloka and play with Krishna. That is what I want. Okay? But in the heart, some desire will be there. And Krishna detected that. And Dhruva Maharaj did not ask officially anything, correct? He just offered, Varamna yache, I don't want any benediction. Externally he said that. We will also say like that, Varamna yache. Anna? Any Vaishnava appears, yes, what can I bless you? No, I don't want anything, Varamna yache. Anna? Swamim Kritartvasmi Varam Nayachi. I don't want any benediction. But then there is some desire in the heart. Some desire in the heart. And then we have to unfortunately continue the material existence. And that will be a suicide. What an opportunity to go to Krishna Leela. What an opportunity with a great Acharya Prabhupada in front of us. An opportunity. And we will be lost and stay in the material world if we still maintain material desires. We should cut out from the mind any justification that the mind gives to maintain material desires. The mind is very tricky. Like yesterday night we were discussing, mind is trying to give some excuse, some pretext to enjoy material energy. Like Ravana case, some pretext excuse he had. If many people attack Ravana verbally, logically, even physically, Jatayu attack, but he felt what he's doing is right. Correct? He felt what he's doing is right. Some pretext to enjoy material energy. All of us are like Ravana. Even though we are doing wrong, we don't feel. Did Ravana feel ashamed? The Jatayu came, no, I'm really sorry, I can't control myself. I don't know what I'm doing. Where his wife Mandodari said, this is wrong. Did he feel at any time ashamed? I'm so bad, I don't know what I am doing. When his mother blasted him, his father blasted him, his brothers blasted him, even his son told him this is wrong, he never felt ashamed. So the mind is so tricky. Just an example, this mind is such an idiot. Instead of making you Mahamati, will make you, what are the opposite word we can make for Mahamati? Anybody can think of? Durmati? Durbuddhe? Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna says for Duryodhana, Durbuddhe, है ना? Correct? He says no in the first chapter. Where is it? Durbuddhe? Or what? Durbuddhe? And Mahamati is one extreme. Okay? And Durbuddhe. So this mind is so tricky, it will give you some excuse to do sinful activity. And mistakes everybody makes, but not feel ashamed. It's all okay. It's fine. So we have to therefore fight against the stupid mind. Fight against the stupid mind and become Mahamatihi. And you see, becoming Mahamatihi, Kuvera has given a certificate. Yes, Durmati. Oh, thank you. Durmati. Okay, Durmati. The Kuvera is giving certificate to Dhruva Maharaj, Mahamati. How beautiful it will be. Throughout the universe he is known as Mahamatihi. Let us see the shloka. That word is there. Mahamati. You see that is there? Mahabhagavato. Mahamatihi. Isn't it? And he's saying, actually, Prabhupada says so many times that when Krishna is pleased with you, automatically the devatas are pleased with you. Samsiddhi haritoshanam. There's so many shlokas in the Shastra supporting this. There is the famous shloka that you are trying to please the mouth and the hands, but directly pleasing the Lord will be better. Correct? If you please the Lord, automatically all the devatas are pleased. So many times it is explained. Here we directly see that happening. Kuvera is so happy with it. Because you are a great devotee of the Lord, you can ask whatever. What do you want? Ask. Ask. My dear Dhruva Maharaj, ask. And here we see Mahamatihi. Because Dhruva Maharaj was extremely intelligent. He did not ask for a material benediction. Even in Bhagavad Gita, such people are considered fools who want material benediction. What is the word in Bhagavad Gita used? Who want material benediction? Huh? Abhuddhaya. Then, for Devata, what is it used? Alpamedas. Yes. Kamas chattai hita jnana bhajante anya devata. Then, where is Alpamedasa? Another shloka. No, that is Mayavadis. So, Abhuddhaya is for Mayavadis. Abhuddhaya means no buddhi only. They are totally rejected. Devata worship, at least there is a hope that one day you will go to devotional service. But more serious is Mayavada, because Devata worshippers may not be offenders. Mayavadis are offenders. Okay. Now, Abhuddhaya, antamantu phalam teesham. Thank you, Mataji. Tadabhavati alpamedasa. Antamat. So, he is not alpameda, he is mahamatihi. Why? Any material benediction taken from Kuvera in a soul's life of eternity is only small. You become the richest man in the world. For how long? Forever? No. Forever even Kuvera doesn't exist. How can he give you the benediction? Correct? For your life. How much? If I say for 5 minutes you will have 1 crore. After that you will have no money. What kind of benediction is this? So why don't you go to the spiritual world? Always you will be rich. But no, we are alpameda. So we like temporary benediction. And therefore, in the Shastra we are called, yes, antavatu phalam tesham tadabhavati alpamedasam. Alpamedasam means little benediction. Okay, today is the Rath Yatra day. Anyway. So, we continue in our devotion service and try not to maintain try sincerely not to maintain, today is not Rath Yatra, it's Snana Yatra, it will take time. So, try to maintain no material desires within the heart, okay? Do devotion service, whatever we are doing devotion service, you see how much people have a respect outside. I was meeting one person who is supplying wood to us, purchasing wood to him. And he was telling me that somebody was scolding me. So that person felt that I have supplied the wrong wood. But the person, when he was shouting at me, Hare Krishna, so person when he was shouting at me, he was actually standing in a temple. So I requested him, so please don't shout at me from the temple. It will be a great disaster for me. Please come out of the temple and shout it. Just imagine, he is a normal karmi. He is so much conscious that if somebody curses him from within the presence of the Lord, it will be very bad for him. Just a karmi. A normal, punyatma is having so much respect. It should not happen. Therefore, in the same way, we are there in the presence of the Lord. The devotees in the temple have a great fortune. So they should be very careful. Like all the time, Lord is glancing at us. And within the heart, if there is any material desire, correct? People come. How much time in Tirupati Balaji people get to be presence of the Lord? Are they shouting at Balaji? Do car chahiye? Nahi. And second person, if you can hear, nahi, mereko 2 crore chahiye, mera business flop, to theek kar do. Everybody is, if you can hear, yahi to bol rahe na sab log. Constantly people are shouting all these things. If you can put a mic to their mind, hai na, do car, 10 crore kareeb, 1 crore, 10 crore, constantly that is going on. It's in their mind only, We are living at the feet of the Lord. Lord is hearing for the Lord, mouth or mind is same. There is no difference, correct? So just because other people do not come to know what you are maintaining material desires, it's very dangerous. है ना? ऐसा नहीं बचोगे नहीं. But the Krishna may benedict you. But that will be alpamedasa. That will be durmatihi. Okay? So what do you want to become? Mahamatihi. So try to become Mahamati, and Krishna tests us. Now Kuvera asking a benediction from Dhruva Maharaj is kind of a test. Okay? Sometimes an opportunity will come, and then, the normal middle word is never miss an opportunity for sense gratification. Moment we leave a person, say somebody is a liquor addict, the moment he looks as, yes Mataji, so yajanti hi sumedasa, that is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The moment somebody gets an opportunity, he thinks about enjoying the senses. Correct? Moment he gets an opportunity. Nobody wants to grab the opportunity for sense enjoyment. No. There was one place, one guest was to come, and the people, they were fighting to grab the mic because they want to come on the attention of the guest. So people don't want to miss opportunity, correct? Some photo session is going on, everybody wants to stick his head there. Nobody wants to miss an opportunity to be noticed, to be facilitated, to be honored, to be worshipped. We are about to enjoy the senses now. Okay? But rather, let us become, is known as Dhruva Maharaj, Mahamatihi, because Krishna will, just like Kuvera is actually in one way, tested Dhruva Maharaj. And Dhruva Maharaj came with full heart, he asked him, can I give you something? Dhanada. The very name used for Kuvera again and again in Bhagavatam is Dhanada. And the Dhanada said what? Ask, ask. And when similarly, for us it's not like Dhanada is asking, ask. Okay? But an opportunity comes for sense enjoyment. Nobody is there. Nobody will come to know. Just like Haridas Thakur, nobody will come to know what he wants to do with the prostitute. Correct? He did not even stare at her with the spirit of enjoyment. Look at him. Bada Haridas Thakur, so exalted. So therefore, and this kind of behavior made him so dear to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He passed the test. So let us also become Mahamatihi, not Durmatihi, not Alpamedasa, but Sumedasa. Krishna Varnam Tusha Krishnam Sango Pangasa Pashadam Yagnai Sankirtana Pray Yajanti Hi Sumedasaha. It's very beautifully said in the Bhagavatam that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will come. Krishna Varnam is always chanting the name of Krishna. Tusha Akrishnam, but his color is not like Krishna. Sango Panga Astra Pashadam is coming with various kind of associates and even a weapon, Astra. And Astra is his beauty. Sango Panga Astra Pashadam Yagnai Sankirtana Pray. And he will start the Nama Sankirtana Yajanti Hi Sumedasaha. And all the intelligent people, Mahamatihi, Sumedasa, they will come to worship him by chanting his holy name. So Srila Prabhupada, we have unlimited gratitude to him. He has brought us to chant the holy name. So much struggle to bring us movement to this platform that we are given a blessing. We can just chant holy name of the Lord and become Mahamatihi. So let us not miss that opportunity, and let us not secretly maintain material desires within the heart. Okay? That will be a disaster. Let us try to become more. In Bhagavad Gita there is a shloka very soon in the 3rd chapter. It is said, don't become an hypocrite. What is the shloka? Yes. What is the word used for hypocrite? अरे आपका बहुत सारा भी इंटरव्यू के लिए रेडी हो रहे हो ना सब लोग? हाँ. मिथ्याचारी, हाँ. मिथ्याचारी स उच्यते, और पास हो गए. हाँ. मिथ्याचारी स उच्यते. ठीक है? It says that you are externally renouncing sense object, but internally meditating on them. Krishna does not like it. He uses a very strong word, mithyachari sa uchyate. Very strong word. It's very painful to speak somebody, hey, you are a hypocrite. Actually, it's easy to speak to others. But somebody tells you on the face, it pains very much. True? Because everybody, कर्मेन्द्रियाणि संयम्य यास्ते मनसा स्मरण इंद्रियार्थम विमूढ़ात्मा मिथ्याचारा स उच्यते. If so many people are supporting, we can take a class. Easy it is. Others can prepare, we can just go and sit. Just like, they have, when the president gives speech, they have some people sitting there, they are called prompters. Not only that, this prompter sometimes shut off the mic also, because the president goes out of control and they speak some nonsense. So, mithyachara, so karmendriyani samyamya. No, you want to control your senses. Ya aste manasasmaran, but the mind is constantly thinking about indriyarthan, sense object. Karmendriyani samyamya ya aste manasasmaran indriyarthan vimudhatma. See, the word is not Mahatma. The word is not Mahamati. What is Krishna using the word? Anna? Indriyani samyamya. See, let us look at Krishna's word. Small word, but how he feels about it is there. Indriyarth. Karma indriyani samyamya. Physical objects are away from sense enjoyment. Nobody can detect. Ya aste manasasmaran. But the mind, indriyarthan. So karmendriyas, at least in public, are controlled. I am a gentleman. Nobody likes to be called a hypocrite. And I am controlled. Ya aste manasasmaran. But the mind is secretly thinking about sense enjoyment. Indriyarthan. Karmendriyani samyamya ya aste manasasmaran. Indriyarthan vimudhatma. Krishna is saying a fool. Vimudhatma means a fool. You like to hear that word from Krishna? Krishna, please often listen. Aage ek aur vimudhatma. I tell you how we will feel. Suppose this word is uttered by the Lord. Radha Govinda says, Aage vimudhatma. And you think Krishna is partial, he speaks this word. Aage vimudhatma, aage. Ye dekho ek aur vimudhatma. Indriyarthan vimudhatma mithyachara. Look at a hypocrite who has come in front of him. How much, this is a fact. Krishna spoke these words to Arjuna. He'll speak this word to us also. He spoke to Narada. You are a kuyogi. You are a bhajan apakwa. Your devotion is not ripe. You are a kuyogi. We spoke to Narada. Will not speak to us. Krishna, can't you show yourself to me? Hey, kuyogi. Hey, mithyachari. If he speaks, क्या बोल रहा है? क्या बोल रहा है? दिखाओ अभी. Mithyachari, kuyogi. If you can hear, Narada was fortunate to hear. Through Narada, Krishna is speaking to all of us. What was Narada's position? He was not able to see the darshan of the Lord, and he was crying, Nai, Nai. So what is Krishna was? Through Narada spoke to all of us. Correct? Narada was fortunate because he was blessed by the great Bhakti Vedantas because of his service. So Krishna was obliged to him. So Krishna, because of his service to the great Bhakti Vedantas, whom he pleased, he was blessed soul. Therefore Krishna spoke to him. Correct? What did he say? Kuyogi. What did he say? Bhajan apakwa. What we are hearing here? Mithyachari. And Vimudhatma. Or batao. Therefore, Prabhupada in classes, what he used to say? Rascals. Somebody asked Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada, why use such words? Rascal, dull-headed, all dogs, pigs. He says, no, I'm an acharya. I have to represent Krishna. Prabhupada said, I'm a representative of Krishna. Krishna says such words in Bhagavad Gita. I'm just repeating. But we cannot take that position. We are not representative of Krishna. Otherwise, some devotees, what happen? They also sit on Vyasasana. All fools, all dull-headed, all rascals. No, we cannot. We cannot. We should not take that position. We are also in that. I told you the joke many times. When in the beginning of we used to hear in our temple, once a week we used to hear Prabhupada class. So Prabhupada class literally there, all rascals and all. So I used to look at here and there. Maybe for somebody else he is speaking. So somebody told, no, he's speaking for us. Oh, he's so heavy. Prabhupada, a technique was like, one hand a sword and other hand, many religions spread like this. One hand sword and other hand their book, whatever their book. So Prabhupada, he didn't use sword, but he had this harsh word. You surrender to Krishna, otherwise rascal, will not surrender. So that was the sword, strong word. He had the Krishna gave him the vocabulary to handle the people of Kali Yuga. They need little strong language. But as an acharya, commanding the respect that he was, it was fine. In fact, once Srila Prabhupada was speaking very strongly to somebody, and the person went away. So after that, devotees went to Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada said, be careful. He said, an old man can get away by saying anything. You don't imitate. He took a humble role. Not in an old man, he's an acharya. So many times it happened. Prabhupada could make people surrender by strong words. So Hare Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead, also is using strong words. So let us be Mahamatihi. And even people like Kuvera, who have been given such important position by the Lord, they are all great devotees of the Lord. It's so much recognizing and appreciating. It is said when you go back to Godhead, all the devatas were all exalted devotees. They throw flowers on you, because very rare somebody goes back to Godhead. All the devatas offer all flowers, and they respect and they encourage, and they are so happy. So it is said some places that for a pure devotee, his spiritual form becomes manifest, and devatas can even see that. Because of their intense devotion service, their spiritual form also becomes manifest. So anyway, let us be recognized by the Lord and become a devotee, not durmatihi, not durbuddhe, not alpamedasa, so many things which we have spoken. Okay? Hare Krishna, everybody. Hare Krishna. Thank you, everybody. Hare Krishna. This control is very difficult for me. It flies. Therefore, I am. Aishwarya Mataji, you like to add something?
Hare Krishna, Pranam. As you said, Krishna ye bhaje se bada chatur. So, because we are watering the root of the tree, so I think worshipping Krishna. Since we don't have faith in the Lord completely, that's why we go behind demigods, thinking that Krishna cannot satisfy our desire. Hare
Yes. Krishna ye bhaje se bada chatura. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said is very intelligent. Very intelligent. Somebody chanting Hare Krishna, very intelligent. Very intelligent. That's the greatest. He cannot even imagine what is he getting. Take care. Hare Krishna. Thank you, everybody. Vancha kalpata rubasya kripa sindhive evacha. Take darshan of Radha Govinda one more time. Patita nam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Hare Krishna, everybody.
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Ram
Prabhuji,
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna,
Thank
Dandavat
you
Pranam.
Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Pranam Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Pranam Prabhuji.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Dhanvat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.